problem.
Alright, I think I got it to update properly. Cool. Alright, gentlemen. Let us view that glorious 7.
How's about no?
I understand your opinion. I've rejected. But I want you to know, I understand your opinion.
And that's legal, because I won't be viewing it.
That's fair.
Good.
That's fair. Oh, hello. So, gentlemen, this week has been fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
More than
manager
usual?
was pissed.
At you or just
No,
in general?
at my team.
Ooh.
Everyone except me, basically. Yeah. Because,
Yay, sneaky story time.
a bunch of people decided that even though they didn't get time off this week approved, they were going to get sick and take time off.
Of course. They'll
one
throw a
of
sickie.
those.
Yeah.
Throw a sickie, huh?
Yeah, and then on top of that, so we have people across all the time zones, and so we have a little bit of a staggered shift going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's generally a good thing for IT.
Usually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Usually. See, the sitch in this plot is, some of these employees are using their staggered employment time to, instead of do their jobs, show up later and do less work.
Oh no.
I wish I could act surprised.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not surprised.
So, yeah. So yeah, we got one employee who is supposed to be working from 7 to 4, but he instead shows up around 9:30.
Oh.
And works till 4.
And he finally got caught at it.
No. He got caught because he decided to take lunch from 3 to 4. On the same day that the rest of my team had called out sick. Leaving
listen,
only
man.
me as the only person of a 9-person crew managing the queue.
I don't know what to tell some people, but like, you gotta recognize when you're pushing something too far. Like if you see that 7 out of 9 people have gotten sick, maybe that's not the day to pull your usual bullshit. In fact, if that's the day you put in a normal amount of work, guess what? The boss will love it.
Yeah.
And when someone else tells him, hey boss, this dude's a lazy piece of shit, he'll be like, nah. The one day that everybody was sick, this motherfucker stepped up.
Yeah.
Even that's completely not true, but
Oh, absolutely. No, the best part is so I was telling my
He
my
also
manager.
had a good thing, like he was getting paid for 2 hours of not being there.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's like
why would he ruin that?
Because some people just can't comprehend not being terrible. Like,
He's a Zoomer.
Yes, he is actually.
It's a Zoomer work ethic.
Yeah, some people just cannot comprehend not being a piece of shit, and I don't mean in like my sort of way where I'm just a dick to people, right? I mean in a sort of way where it's like you're being paid 2 extra hours, like you should be getting paid for only 5 hours of work a day, but you aren't because the manager is some mixture of nice and unobservant. But instead
Do
of
you guys
taking
not have
the
to clock in
massive,
or something?
no, because we're salaried, we're not hourly. Yeah, so it's just
no,
assumed that
no.
we showed up for work that day.
But you don't have any kind of timekeeping system.
No, it's just assumed that we showed up for work.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
my
yeah, that's
work.
getting abused.
Yeah, my work has both. You got to clock in and out for also start and end, but also for your lunch breaks.
Yup.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
see,
mean,
my work
no.
doesn't care about us punching out for lunch. Like,
yeah.
our system is set up that it will just auto punch you for lunch if you don't. Because guess what? They trust people to be adults.
See, that's a
And
mistake.
so far
Not
everybody
really.
has been. No, really. It
Well, see,
lunch happens when lunch happens, and then people get back to work.
Yeah, see, the thing is that with my job specifically, it's really obvious when someone's not doing work. Because the queues start overflowing and your numbers are bad.
Except on a day when there is no one there except for you and one other person, the queues are always going to be overflowing and the numbers are always going to be bad.
Actually, no, your numbers are going to be great. Like today, I did 15 tasks. I'm only supposed to do 9. Now,
beating your KPI.
Yes, but what this does for me is basically I just check out after lunch. Because I do so much work, I can not work the back half of the day and still look like I did a full days of work. Because I did, according to the stats.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah. And,
For me,
I mean,
it
don't
depends
get
on
me
what
wrong.
I'm doing after lunch.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not going to sit there and let the phone just ring. Like, I'll answer the fucking phone if the phone's ringing. But, you know, if I look at the call queue and I see no one else fucking answering the phone, I'm not going to answer the phone because these fuckers need to get some fucking tasks under their belt. Like, it is so bad on my team. I am one of 21 people who have their tasks at a above 90% rate, and I'm at 116%. Above 90%. And then that number increases to 3 of 21 people if you take above 70%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, these fuckers need to do some work. But, point being, though, is that this fucker decides he's going to take off from 3 to 4 for lunch and not help at all. And everyone else called out sick or had to go to an appointment or whatever. And that left me the only person on the queue. And my manager comes back. I'm on a call. There's 3 emergencies in the queue, 8 other non-emergencies in the queue. And he's like, Sneaky, what the fuck's going on? Why is the queue so large? I'm like, well, everyone else is called out sick. He's like, well, shouldn't employee A and B, the one, you know, should they still be here? I'm like, well, they went out to lunch for the last hour of their work day. And he goes, ... I see.
Oh, that's never good.
No.
No.
That is software.
I have been told. I have been told today by that manager that he has had a discussion with the alternative shift people, and that we will be seeing some changes. It's like, I'm sure. We have
amazing how many people.
When you push the nice manager to be not so nice anymore.
Yeah, people just can't fucking help themselves. Like, I don't get it, right? Like, I don't understand it. Like, if you have a good thing, why keep pushing?
Yeah,
because you want more.
This happened during my first year of my current job. I live an hour away.
Yeah.
I got permission from, like, one of the owners. Yeah, it's fine if you have your lunch and just leave at 4. Because your job doesn't require you to be here until 5 because you're not on help desk.
Right.
And you you don't help load the truck
Yeah, you just fix the shit, right?
at the warehouse. Yeah. So one day, all 3 of our warehouse workers employed at the time were like, "Yeah, we're just man, a supervisor goes out. It's like, hey, when are you guys taking your lunches? Oh, we're just gonna take them at 4." And I heard that. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm staying till 5 today because I'm not leaving the supervisor on his own, especially
No.
not when we've got like 50 fucking packages that got to go in the truck.
I mean, also on top of that, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Is he should have just said, "No, you're fucking not."
Yeah.
Oh, the problem is that the supervisor was childhood friends with 2 of them, and brother-in-law with the 3rd.
Oh, you should have fucking dumped the shit out of it. You should have
Oh.
dumped the shit out of it. You should have said, "See ya, fucker."
Oh no, Sneaky. Here's why me making the responsible decision was important. 410 hits. In walks the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, supervisor, oh nephew of mine. Where are the other guys?
Where are all my employees?
Is
Like,
this the
well,
same
they-
owner
they-
that told you that you could leave at 4?
Oh, here's the thing. I listened to him, like, because seriously, he's a really nice guy.
Right.
Even in my first 6 months, I'm like, this man is soft-spoken. And I got to hear the firm side of him, and he's like, tomorrow, remind them that we kept them on even through the holidays when they had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it came up.
Yeah.
It came up. I could tell it came up. It's like, well, Max uses his lunch to leave at 4. It's like Max has a different position. He has different responsibilities. He doesn't need to be here until 5. It's okay for him to do that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, but
Like,
if you're fucking doing a warehouse job, you know you're not allowed to clock out early because shit's gotta fucking get out.
Or you got to make sure there's someone there that can at least cover for you if you've got to do like an emergency.
Well,
or a doctor's
obviously, if you
appointment, and let
absolutely
people
have to
know.
leave, then that's one thing. But if you're just like, I don't feel like working that extra hour today, fuck this shit, I'm out. And all your homies are like, yeah, fuck this shit, we're out. Yeah, no.
Don't be surprised if they don't come back.
Okay, to be fair here, if you've got all your work taken care of,
Oh, well, yeah, sure, that's different.
use
Yes.
this as your lunch.
Oh yeah, that's
then
not what
sure, go ahead.
that's not what we're
Oh.
talking about, sign though.
No, obviously not.
Yeah.
Here's the better part. We actually do occasionally get early release. Something that help desk does not get, because sometimes the entire warehouse, both me
Actually
and my
gets their
team
shit
repairing
done.
shit,
Yeah.
me and my team repairing stuff, and the production crew have gotten everything done. It's like there's nothing else for us to do. We could catch up on next week's work, but we're good enough that
Yeah,
even if
certain
were
jobs
lazy,
just have a
we go.
max cap.
Yes.
Like my job has a max cap. There is only so many things I can do in one day, just physically. Like sometimes people just don't have problems.
Yeah.
Yep. Or like my work. Oh, what's that? We finished everything. We're actually a day ahead, and there's an hour left. Oh, all right, everyone, go home. I'll pay you for the hour.
Yeah, exactly. That's great stuff. It's
And
it's
then
good
you
stuff.
get the opposite end of the spectrum with Helldesk, where it's, no, you need to stay in till that time because there's always that one asshole that's going to call in at 4:45.
That's always great when
Yep.
someone does that, and I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yep. And you know
I
what?
hate it.
You know what? If they take you over your time, you do get overtime for that. in my
I
company.
know, it's great. I love
even
it.
though we hate giving it to you,
I
there's
will
not much we
say,
can do. The guy kept you an hour over. What else are we supposed to do? Tell you fuck off?
yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Which,
did get told that at ICE.
Actually, they can't do that in the state of Georgia. You must.
What?
Oh no!
Yeah.
If you work overtime in Georgia, the only time the company doesn't have to pay you is if they gave you 24 hours notice that it was gonna happen. Like you are guaranteed. We are doing overtime in 2 days. You will not be paid for it because I've given you more than 24 hours notice.
That's retarded.
What? No, that's
That's
so
retarded.
fucking retarded. That's not.
That's not how that works.
No,
it is in
we get
Georgia.
asked. We get asked
I
like 2
would
days
fucking just
beforehand.
walk out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's cool and all, but
Yeah,
Oh.
walk out of Georgia.
Oh,
Yes,
Nikki,
Nikki.
that's
Bye.
why small companies don't do that in Georgia, because they know people will just walk the fuck out.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
My
wild.
company doesn't do that. My company doesn't do that, but like that is absolutely a thing in Georgia. Like if you don't get that 24-hour notice, they have to pay you.
I would crack a can of beer open and be like, "Damn, that's wild. See ya."
Oh God, I miss Friday
If you want me
beers
to
at work.
you're gonna pay me for it.
Work at will states are so god awful. They don't protect the employee at all.
We work at Will State and we don't have that shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
It's
I also
really
work
just
in
a
an at-will
Georgia
state.
thing, Max. I have to say.
It probably is, but like work at will states still don't protect the
Yeah.
employee in any
Oh no,
capacity.
absolutely they don't. No, like
Georgia just has it slightly worse than listen, man. Our minimum
I-
wage is still $5.15.
that's fucking brutal. You know?
Our state
Uh,
minimum wage.
I can't believe Georgia saw
It's
the Japanese
bad.
workforce and thought that was a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you say what you will about Georgia, but I mean, at ICE, we actually had that being told to us. I was like, well, what if someone calls in the last minute? They're like, you have to take the call. I'm like, okay, but what if it goes a minute over? You have to leave. I'm like, well, how the fuck does that work?
You tell them politely that I'm sorry, we're now closing, and I have to leave.
But that's
You'll
the
need
thing,
to come
though.
back tomorrow.
We aren't
Not allowed to.
closing.
Um,
ICE has a 24 service because it's ICE.
Yeah. So
I was
it
like,
would have been
man-
that. I'm sorry, my shift has ended. You will have to call back again and get someone new.
Yeah, that.
Except they don't pick up the fucking phone.
Exactly.
Mm.
You tell them you'll have to call back tomorrow because nobody's going to answer after 5, and we're not allowed to stay on the phone after 5.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to tell them that at 4:59.
Yeah, no, you're not, because it loses
No,
them
here's what
customers
you tell
and they
them.
go to
I'm
someone
sorry.
else.
It's now.
But
It
it's
is
not.
now
It's
5
not.
o'clock. I
I
must
was
depart.
working at ICE.
Mm.
It's not a
I know-
customer thing.
But again, this is what you tell them. I'm sorry. It's 5 o'clock. They've released the rabid dogs to chase us out of the building and keep us from getting overtime. I must depart now. I cannot afford another rabies shot. Please call back tomorrow.
I should have fucking done that. Yeah.
Just the most insane lie. Don't give them any time to respond and then just hang up.
I should have.
Yes, hello. I'm sorry. I work at ICE. That isn't a joke. My manager Yeti is breathing down my neck because I got to leave in a minute because they
Oh,
won't pay
the
me overtime.
funniest shit ever will forever to be the funniest shit ever. Will forever be the day I got a call from a manager at an ice factory of the company called Ice.
Oh, no.
And he said, "Can I talk to someone important?" I was like, I mean, yeah, I have to tell them what you want to talk to them about, though. And he's like, well, I'm a manager. I'm like, okay. At an ice factory. I'm like, I see where this is going. Our company is called Ice. I was like,
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. And he's like, thank you. We have about 200 calls come in a day. Can I direct them somewhere?
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, I'll get the manager. He's like, I'm willing to work with you guys. I'm willing to set up whatever I need to get this shit redirected. But we have people calling the ice factory trying to report Mexicans, and it's getting really tiresome.
That's great.
I wish I could say. I wish I could be like, surely humanity isn't that stupid. I can't.
That's naive of you.
No. That's why I'm saying I can't say that. Like, I wish I was still in a position where I could be like, no, people can't be that stupid. No.
And I was like, how does this happen to him? And he was like, oh, well, Google Ice and you'll see why. I'm like, okay. So I go to Google, I type Ice in, and the first result is the phone number for his factory. The second result is us.
Wait.
Yep.
That is Google not supporting the ICE department.
No, it's because of the fucking whole business sponsored thing.
Mm.
And so they put the business number first.
Yeah.
But it's like, well...
Doesn't the department technically also count as a business?
Because they don't make enough money off of it.
Or
We don't
shouldn't
make any
government
money.
offices get precedent on that
You
if they
would
share some of the name?
think!
Yeah, I would kind of think. That's what I'm asking. What the hell,
One
Google?
would think. Except, see, the small problem is that ice is an object. And you can't really copyright an object or say to someone, hey, you can't have the word ice in things because we're a government agency called ICE now, and you can't have that anymore. Because no one will fucking listen to you. Not because you can't do it, but because no one will fucking listen to you. And so it's really hard when the ice company that existed 100 years before the ICE branch of government, you can't tell them to stop being called ICE.
First come, first serve.
Because they have a little bit of seniority on you.
Just a little.
Well, that sounds like a suck it up and deal with it problem.
It is, so it's just I don't know whatever happened from that. I just thought that was so fucking funny. I was just like, I'm so sorry. I know the kinds of phone calls that we get, and I can only imagine it's worse for the people working at your company who are not ready for that.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, the stories I hear. I'm like, yeah, don't get me wrong. We've all heard them. It's like there is not a single thing you can tell me that will make me surprised. But what I can tell you all that will make you surprised at how god-awful it is tonight's fanfiction. So I'm a master of segues. And I'm drinking already. Pre-drinking.
So am I.
Oh no.
It's going to be a good night, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's 2024. We still going to the Ruby section straight away or not?
Guess what? Ruby is trending on Twitter today.
Oh.
The Ruby Justice League thing. Yeah.
Yes.
The Ruby Justice League.
The Ruby Justice League thing, and of course, Rooster Teeth decided to use the Ruby Justice League thing to try and stir up more Greenlight Volume 10 shit.
Morons.
Yeah. So let's go to the Ruby crossover section.
Oh, Gray bailed.
Of course Gray bailed. He has to wake up at 1 in the morning to go to his job. Voluntarily.
Hey.
It's cursed.
Hey, I'm only an hour and a half later as well.
Is he working on Saturday?
No, not Saturdays. He just likes to keep that sleep schedule because he's an insane psychopath.
No. Fridays and Saturdays he pretty consistently stays up till like 10 and 11.
Well, not anymore.
It could be it's too much for him right now. He's too tired.
So anyway, the one series that I truly think Ruby could have a good story to tell with. Monster Hunter Ruby crossover.
I mean...
The
that
worst,
could work, actually.
It can work really well. It's just the problem is...
Yeah.
Is the writers are retarded. The fan base is retarded. And, unfortunately, the fanfiction is retarded.
Yes. It doesn't help that even if you bring the Monster Hunter, like, hunters into Ruby, the only real, like, big monster to hunt is the Titans that are way too overpowered compared to regular Grim.
Well, you aren't wrong. You have to keep in mind, Monster Hunter people, have absolutely ludicrous base stats. Like, they've effectively canonized that, oh, yeah, getting shot by a giant laser beam totally normal. And it's like, oh, well, that's just game mechanics. It's like, no. If you actually sit down and watch all of the cinematics throughout the games, it's literally canonized. And some of these characters are like, oh, giant death beam, stabs sword through solid rock, hunkers down behind giant sword, and grunts as he's hit by it.
Yep.
It's perfectly fine afterwards. It's like, excuse me? Did you just drive a 35-pound slab of hypersteel through rock with a one hand?
Yes.
The problem with that is they don't also have the kind of acrobatics that you see in Ruby, so they're surprisingly slow for how strong they're supposed to be.
Well, I think
they're agile enough, and it's that 35-pound sword is probably a lot more than 35 pounds, to be fair.
Yeah, what you also have to keep in mind is they load themselves down with some seriously heavy gear.
Yeah, not even just gear, armor, and weapons. They're also fully got like inventory of equipment and shit like that to help them during their hunts.
Yeah, like if you really sit down and consider the cinematics of Monster Hunter, not the game mechanics, the cinematics. Eating a normal meal for a Monster Hunter, and this is considered a normal quick meal before you go to hunt a monster.
It's the warm-up meal, baby.
It's like 7,000 calories. Someone counted. Like some of those meals are like 8,000 calories.
Look, man, sometimes when you have to hit some fucking monster with a giant sword that's as big as its foot, you use a lot of calories.
You do, but that's my point, though, is like just using like base stats of like, oh, well, the equivalent of whatever that meat is in cow would be X amount of calories, and assuming that it's even more calories than the cow. Just at the cow level, it's like 8,000 calories, the amount of food they consumed. But just assuming that because of how much calories everything going in is, it's probably going to be even more than 8,000. But 8,000 is what we can guess at. And it's just like, that's considered like, oh yeah, this is going to be a quick meal before we fly out. It's like,
by the way, Sneaky, please remind the audience, what is the recommended daily calories for a human being?
Recommended daily calories is like 2,000 at max. It's like the average modern human should only be taking in between 1,000 to yeah, exactly. Yeah.
1,000 to 1,300.
I just wanted to frame of reference that for anyone who doesn't understand. Bear in mind that means the guys, they're eating like
6 to 7 people
days worth of food.
Yeah. Or 6 to 7 people per
Oh,
meal.
yeah, literally that, literally that.
It wasn't a sword, but just a hunk of rock.
Yeah, dude picks up a fucking, like, 600-pound boulder and is just casually just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, I'm a little bit winded from holding that up. It's like, excuse me?
Just winded.
Okay.
So it's like, these guys have to be in literally servant tier of strength and endurance.
Also, this fucker uses 2 great swords, if I remember correctly.
I think it depends on the servant. Like, I'm not sure if there'd be the same strength level as like Heracles, but certain other
Heracles,
strength, yeah.
Heracles is a little bit of a special case, but like
I could see him being the same strength level as like fucking Beowulf or something like that.
Yeah, like
Saber. a strong Saber technically be, yeah. But
I would say like a solid high C, low B at average.
Because if I remember correctly, nearly all servants can literally just pick up and chuck a car as they please.
Yeah,
so that's
even
several
the shittiest
of them,
servants.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure even Angramayu would still struggle to lift a car.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Angramayu is still 10 times stronger than the average human, though. So maybe not a car, but still could easily rip out like a fucking light pole or other shit like that.
But yeah, point being though is like these guys are built like Ford tough, okay? They're built Toyota tough.
To fall apart inside of warranty.
No, Toyota tough. You know, the sort of car that lasts forever and you can slap whatever gun on it you want.
I mean, hang on a minute. My grandfather's Ford pickup, it did not quit.
To be fair, yeah. Also,
that's your granddaddy's Ford pickup.
Yeah, old Fords. We're talking the classics here. We're not talking this new age fangled shit of like explodes after 2 days of driving.
You remember what they did with Honda? When Honda came over about the 90s, they told them, hey, look, you've got to lower the quality of your vehicles to sell in America because we're not getting enough returns on labor. So they need to fail. Please make them fail.
Yeah, and then they didn't?
No, they did.
Oh, they did? Oh, excellent.
Yeah, they did. They started doing that. So that now you have them maintained just as much as a Ford.
I know Subaru didn't, because those fucking cars last forever.
Well, all they really did was swapped out a few pieces that were easily swapped by the customer, but most people don't do it.
Yeah. Anyway, Monster. So anyway, I'm saying Monster Hunter hunters being brought into Ruby would be fucking silly once they unlocked Aura. Aura, the strength of your soul, also known as the strength of your will, meets Monster Hunter hunters. These fucking crazy bastards who are like, that's a dragon that shoots laser beams out of his ass. I'm gonna kill it with this dagger.
Let's not forget. I know it just yeeted me off a 100-foot drop, but I'm gonna climb back up. I think I can take it.
Yeah, I can take it. Like, hold on, guys, hold on. We didn't get to round 2 yet.
The bell ain't rung. What are you talking about?
Alright, Monster, I'm back for round 12. Let's do this.
Guys,
I'm gonna win this time.
I just mashed I just mashed up some grass, poured some honey in it. I'm back to full. Don't worry about it.
And the red skin is my armor.
I'm gonna skin this fucker. That would actually be the best, is that the Monster Hunter hunters, like, kill a Grim and then, like, rip its, like, skull and bone parts off to start crafting into armor and gear, and everyone's like, you can't do that, it's just gonna dissipate. And it's like, they fucking look up, full sword already completed. What?
Well, no, see, then there's 2 ways that gag goes, and both are hilarious. The first one is, they completely finish it, and then the sword disappears. Fuck!
Oof. And then they cry.
The second one is, it just stays. It like starts trying to fade, and he hits it with a hammer again, and it stops.
Yeah, exactly. Like blacksmith hammer. Oh, didn't finish it. Bang! Now it's done. Here you go.
They just pull out the whetstone to start resharpening
it. Start sharpening it. It reforms.
That's the trade-off for Grim weapons. They are taking constant durability damage.
Oh, Jesus.
I have to sharpen this sword once every 34 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like every Monster Hunter should also just have the same semblance, which is just second wind. They just don't stop. They don't care.
Effectively, yeah.
Hunt's not done. Hunt's not done. Why would I relax?
Gets punched through wall. He gets back up. Damn. All right, let's go.
And it's sad that the shit posting we're doing right now is better than the garbage they've turned out.
Oh, it's gonna be way better than whatever we just read right now. So anyway, Ruby Wings of Ruin by Nan the Keyblade Master. So now we've heard of this guy before. We've covered him before. He writes some real garbage.
Oh no.
Like this is the dude. So wall of my favorite quotes. That is not a Pokemon. That is a rejected Tom and Jerry character. Isn't that such an amazing quote?
What is that even from?
Why would you use Rejected Tom and Jerry and not something like Looney Tunes?
Stephen George from Name That Pokemon with Chugga Conroy. I don't know who the fuck even that is. Yeah.
Don't bring him into this.
Who has two thumbs and loves hot springs? Everyone with two thumbs. Pit from Kid Icarus. Oh yeah, it's such a fucking that's a gut buster.
So witty.
Wow.
I just realized
from Penny to Ruby, Volume 8.
Yeah. Also, I just realized the wall of favorite quotes has a subcaption of "bringing it back."
Yeah, I don't. So I will say this is actually like a decent quote, and I'm really kind of pissed that Arthur Watts died to Cinder. Because, narratively speaking, it basically undermines everything Watts just said. When she just like... narratively speaking, yeah. With how it's framed towards the audience is, Watts goes off on Cinder. And then she just fucking offs him.
Let's not forget, she also puts him down and just sits on the edge of the building. It's like, wow, he's right. I'm complete shit. And then they undermined that at the end of the episode, as Sneaky said.
Yeah.
Also, a reminder, the most creative thing she could come up with this type of creation for killing Arthur Watts was a fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cinder, I've been starting to worry that your approach to problems may be a little one-dimensional.
Yeah, it's just like, so I'm gonna skip a majority of the quote, but like the last bit of the quote's actually really fucking good. Let's not forget about your deal with Raven Branwen. Yet all of your enemies are in one place, and you could have had your shot at revenge. If only someone could have warned you about how such a miserable idea that was. Oh wait, I did! But you pushed ahead, and you lost it all when all you had to do was your job. You think you're entitled to everything just because you suffered a little bit, but suffering isn't enough. You can't just be strong, you have to be smart. You can't just be deserving, you have to be worthy. That's all you ever been is a bloody migraine. It's like...
Yeah.
That was so good. That was, and what makes it even worse is that Rooster Teeth literally came out and said that Arthur Watts represented the audience.
Guys.
Wait, they did.
And then she killed the audience.
And then she killed him, proving him wrong.
So, okay, so
I never heard this.
So they did with Arthur Watts what they did in the previous season when Ren just snapped and made a great points about every single thing he said, and then was dismissed because, haha, fuck you, audience.
Yeah, literally, it's this character is going to be the characterized representation of the audience, and they're going to say all the things that the audience have been saying, and then we're going to kill them or blow them off or show them that they're wrong, in air quotes, to prove that the audience is wrong because, haha, we're better than you.
We just dismissed you one-sidedly.
Yeah.
We are better than you because we drew you as the soy jack.
See? Yeah, he literally, quite literally, Nose actually brings up a good point for once in the podcast. Is Rooster Teeth literally did you see here in this meme, we drew you as the crying soy jack, therefore you are cringe.
Didn't they kind of do that shit with Roman and his
yes,
Ruby too?
They have done this multiple times. It's almost like they don't learn.
No, I think the Roman thing was well before the community began to critique them on stuff. Like, that was during Volume 3.
The Roman thing was Rooster Teeth's attempt at being funny. Look, he's gonna talk about surviving and then he dies. Isn't that so funny? Ha ha ha.
Yeah, well, I think that was meant to be an attempt at situational irony over ironic humor.
Well, yes, but
let me put it this way: if Roman had lived past season 3 and this scene had happened in volume 5 or 6, that would carry a lot more weight.
Yeah.
For what you just said, like you accusing them of trying to make it funny would carry way more weight because that is absolutely how they would have wasted that scene.
That's fair. It was still them trying to be funny. And admittedly, it sort of was at the time. But now looking back on it, I'll laugh at the fucking clip, or I can probably find it. It's the clip where someone side by sides Roman's speech about everything he does to survive, and then everything Ruby does in the following seasons. Of lying, cheating, killing.
Was great.
That moment you realize. Yeah. But yeah, I am inevitable Thanos quote. Oh wow, that's such a great quote. Good puppy, Luigi. It's like, what?
Oh no. Oh, he's got quotes from a fan fiction.
Does he really wear
Bowser's Inside Story, but it's
Ruby,
not Mario and Luigi. It's not the official material.
Oh. What the fuck?
WBSH.
r/raised by narcissists. You're definitely a child of a narcissist, I can say that much. And you didn't fall far from the tree. It just got, yeah, and like this guy, it's like, oh my god, he's got so many fucking stories. Part of the Ruby Sister canon, part of the Ruby Sisters canon. Oh my, Five Nights at Freddy's, Uno's at Freddy's. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Oh my, he's got so many fucking stories. He's got 3 canceled projects. Well, congratulations, Sign. I think we found someone with more delusional juice in them than you.
Oof.
This dude has only canceled and abandoned, according to him, 3 stories. He'll definitely finish the rest. But wait, he has a new idea. He has a friendship page where he calls out a bunch of people saying they're his friends.
I mean, that's just the author curse at work, Sneaky. You should know this.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, I'm going to do this project. Oh, wait, I have an idea.
I have a new idea. Is it the same as your old idea? No, fuck you.
No. Ruby!
Astounding how much of a curse it is for authors to have an idea.
Yes. Ruby, Wings of Ruin. When Adam takes Azure away from Weiss, everyone pitches in to help save Azure from the Crimson Fang. However, they're about to meet the Wings of Ruin. What craziness have they got themselves into this time?
What?
What? Who?
What is this?
Oh, Azure is an OC.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Ah.
I think it's a known OC from some other author's fucking like Team A something or whatever where he's the leader.
Ooh, why would you?
The OCs belong to their respective owner.
OCs? Author, really?
Pain Pecco.
Pain, Pecco, indeed.
Shout out to Dragon Knight SR for suggesting his main character of Wings of Ruin be the OC.
Do you hear that? It's pain on the wind.
Yeah.
And I feel it in my bones.
Yeah. Ruby, Winter's Dusk. Eggman is up to no good as he declares Remnant will be deleted if he does not get the Chaos Emeralds by a certain point in time. Will he succeed?
He's going to piss on the moon.
Will he succeed? Take that, Ozpin! I'm pissed on them.
I've pissed on the moon. I broke your moon again, shit lips. What now?
Will he succeed, or will Remnant finally meet its permanent end?
Oh. I wonder what...
Wait, what? Wait.
You'd be doing the world a favor if you did that.
Will he succeed, or will Remnant die?
Here's hoping.
Is the author implying Eggman getting the Chaos Emeralds saves Remnant?
Apparently.
And this, kids, is why you make sure you help your Uncle Jack off a horse and not help your Uncle Jack off a horse. Because else you look really fucking stupid.
Uncle Jack can do it himself.
You
know,
I mean, yes.
He can do it himself.
I mean, that's called a horse jacking, and we don't allow that around these parts.
You don't keep a floor jack just for your horse?
No.
Anyway, so yeah, this guy is like really dog shit garbage. Legend of Zelda Ruby, Skyward Sword.
Leave Link out of this.
When Girahiriam and Wizaro go back in time to bring the demise to the present, Lana and Sia recruit a group of heroes to stop them. Will they succeed, or will Remnant meet its demise? Why does every single fucking story idea of his be, will the hero succeed, or will everyone die? Ruby, the Hisuian legend.
Shut up. Shut up.
Ruby and company go to the land of Hisui to put a stop to whoever's responsible for the thing. Will they succeed? Or will the bond between humans and Pokemon be undone? Why does Team Ruby care? Is Team Ruby part
You forgot, and will everyone die?
Well, that...
Will everyone die?
Yeah, but actually, it's the neutral
One can only hope!
It's the neutral ending! Will they succeed? Good ending? Neutral ending? Everyone stops being friends. There is actually no bad ending on this one, guys.
Well, I mean, it's Pokemon, so the assumed bad ending is the Pokemon in the world, and humans with it.
I was going to say, the neutral ending has a secret bad ending where just straight up humans and Pokemon just go to war.
Yeah.
War, quote unquote.
I think
what is
fight
it
for a
good
short amount of
for?
time. Not long, but a short amount of time.
When Umber and Dee Dee go missing, Jinxie and the allies go to try and find them, only to find themselves in a new world. What discoveries will they uncover? Kirby goes to the Remnant.
Who?
Kirby goes to Remnant.
What?
Huh?
Oh, Kirby gets a free feast.
I think if anyone can do it, it's probably the little pink Eldritch Abomination.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I'm pretty sure that Kirby going to Remnant is just both good and terrible things.
You know, if they could talk Kirby into it, they could probably fix the Salem problem.
Eat Salem, becomes Salem Mini.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure Kirby has a pretty extensive history of killing immortal beings.
He does, actually.
It's like,
consistently.
This is
Immortal
the
being
unkillable
called
Eldritch
Stick
Abomination. Kirby cracks knuckles.
Grows hands, cracks knuckles. Ungrows hands.
Listen, all he does is eat something with hands and grows them.
Oh, can we just be clear? King Dedede is pretty fucking awesome.
He is, especially in the most recent games where he sacrificed himself. That
was pretty awesome. Yeah,
I feel like he's one of the better characters from a Nintendo first party because the dude has had a consistent character arc of I started as a cartoonishly evil villain to a king who actually gives a shit about his subjects.
Literally dies for his subjects. Like a boss.
I haven't played Kirby since the 90s, so I have no idea what's happened since then.
Oh, let me bring it up.
Dedede has become a true Chad of a king. That's what happened.
The evolution of King Dedede, yeah. Let's see, can I find it?
What are they going to do next? Say Ganondorf is actually misrepresented and a good guy all along and he did nothing wrong?
Ah, yes, here we go.
Probably.
Ganondorf did nothing wrong.
Ganondorf never did anything wrong.
I mean, listen, if you ask the internet, the only wrong that Ganondorf's done is not making Link his twink.
That's why we don't talk about that section of the internet.
That's why you should kill yourself.
No.
Alright, I think, yeah, here it is.
That's just why the internet's not allowed to do things.
I'll have to watch that later.
It's only a minute long.
I can't watch this and do the stream, Sneaky.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway,
Yeah.
So, point being is...
Oh, yes, this one!
So basically, King Dedede gets saved. One of the Waddle Dees, however, falls over while they're running away from the giant horde of monsters. And instead of King Dedede saving himself, he's like, nah... and runs back, saves the Waddle Dee, throws him into the elevator, and is like, yep, I'm gonna go fucking solo this. Don't worry about it, guys.
Don't worry, I got this.
Yep.
Whereas before, instead of going back to save that one Waddle Dee, he'd have taken the ones that he was running with and thrown them back as bait.
Literally.
No, they're not bait. They're projectiles.
Yeah, literally.
They could pull double duty. That's how that works, right?
I mean, I'm sure they definitely can. I'm just saying, he wouldn't be like, oh, I have to throw them back as bait. He's like, I need something to throw at him. Come here, you.
But yeah, it's implied that he died. The door closes with him about to fight. But yeah, well, Kirby in the Forgotten Land is a little bit different than your average Kirby game. In terms of seriousness. Going on in the story.
It's also King Dedede, the Giga Chad.
Yes, you're not wrong. It's just implied that he's dead because he doesn't show up again.
Yeah.
So yeah, just absolute Chad. See what else we got here. Yeah, jeez. No, why are you including Shantae? Ruby
Leave Shantae out of this, please.
Ruby and the Seven Sirens. What seemed like a normal vacation turned into a mystery since Shantae's fellow half-genies all disappear without warning. Will they be able to find him? However, it seems like it's not the only problem Ruby and Co. will have to deal with. Let's ret to go.
No. You cease that immediately.
Yeah, it's Fire Emblem Ruby. Ruby, a Kame got kill? What? Jekishni has been killed. Can Shiel find her before it's too late, or Saryu be put down? Who the... A hurt, comfort, drama, one chapter, one shot. What? What? You're really gonna come out here and throw a bunch of Akame Got Kill characters into RWBY, which, let's be clear here, massively different universe. And if they aren't coming from the Akame Got Kill universe, they would not end up like they did in the Akame Got Kill universe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
I hate the way you say that.
Akame Got Kill!
Akame!
You're killing me!
I came, I saw, I killed.
Oh.
I killed, I came, I saw. And that's how I ended up with this ankle bracelet. But, it's just like, okay, look, there's a lot of universes where I could say, okay, if this character is, like, just gonna be, like, a heavily XP'd version of, you know, Y character from, you know, Y universe, sometimes it works fine. Like, you know, Harry Potter and Ramna, right? Like, it's effectively slightly supernatural Earth, not a lot changes. They're assuming they grow up in their normal locations. Doesn't really matter which version of the world they grow up in. They're probably going to end up the same. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe Harry's parents might live in the Ranmaverse version, but, you know.
No, see, Voldemort would use the fist of whatever the fuck he wants, and all of a sudden they disappear for 300 years.
But anyway, point being is that, well, I mean, there are mages in Ranma. Magic's real in Ranma, so you wouldn't need to turn them into martial artists. They would still be wizards.
Fair enough.
Point being, though, if you take someone from, say, Warhammer or Akame Ga Kill and put them in, say, fucking, I don't know, what's a generically soft show? Supernatural.
Oh no.
They wouldn't be who they are. Like, they wouldn't be living through the same experiences. Like, they wouldn't have to worry about chaos. They wouldn't have to worry about the corrupt empire. There wouldn't be fucking rape and murder going on all around them, and the slightest heretical thought might turn you into a demon. Like, that shit doesn't exist. They wouldn't grow up with that affecting their childhood, or how they see the world, or how they interact with the world. So they wouldn't have, like, you could be like, oh, well, you know, this character's still nice despite the shit world they live in, so they would probably be really nice in the world that isn't shit. It's like, yes, I agree with you. But if it's like, my backstory is that my parents were slaughtered by the hyper-fascistic dictatorship for fun because they looked a little bit too weird to the noble walking by them, and ever since then I've been an orphan training to become an assassin so I can one day slaughter the thousands of people that deserve it because I'm now a bloodthirsty fucking insane psychopath serial killer. Well, since none of those events would happen in Supernatural, they probably wouldn't turn into an insane orphan psychopathic serial killer.
No, demons did it. It's fine.
Yeah, but even then, demons did it. It's a completely different paradigm because they are not the ruling class, you know? Like, they aren't someone you get, you know, you're told you have to serve every day of your life. They're not someone Unless you come up and some fucking invent some wild dumb shit that we've seen in fanfiction before of like, oh, this is the demon island where they hold giant supernatural coliseums and they enslave children.
There were legitimately kidnapped people enslaved by demons in the supernatural world. Some of that was done under Crowley, but a lot of it was done under the previous administration and under Lucifer and so on and so forth.
Excuse me, Sign, but everyone knows it's always the angels that did it.
Yes.
What episodes were those? What season?
It was after demons started coming out of woodwork.
Okay, well that's post season 3, but like that's But that I don't remember any of those episodes of multiple times having multiple cults. Like pretty much very regularly it was either I'm gonna kidnap you, adult, and force you to do something because I'm threatening something you love, or B, you willingly came to me because you wanted something because you're a greedy little shit. Like that's...
And sometimes it really was, no, we're just gonna take somebody and keep them around as a slave, and there were episodes with
I would really like you to post some fucking sources on that one, because as far as I'm concerned right now, you made it the fuck up.
No, I didn't pull it strong this time. I'm not making it the fuck up. It is in there.
It came to you in a dream. You saw it in a vision.
I have to find it. It was there.
Yeah, you go ahead and find it, buddy. Anyway, so here we go. Another series ruined. Samus has had enough. The Galactic Federation is about to learn what happens when their corruption pushes a bounty hunter too far. She goes to the Rubyverse.
It's not even that corrupt.
It's really not.
Like, it's like standard amount of corruption for a spacefaring, like, civilization.
It's not just a spacefaring civilization, it's a galaxy-spanning spacefaring civilization. It's like, corruption is just inevitable. I'm sorry. The amount of time...
You are not going to be able to police that much of the fucking galaxy.
Yeah, it's just it takes weeks.
There is going to be a trader who decides to partner up with space pirates just to snort the Metroid cocaine. Okay?
Yeah, it's just how it is.
Just how it's gonna work.
It just so happens that Samus keeps finding her way into those situations because, she might be some sort of bounty hunter who is hunting bounties.
And she would work with the Federation, but the last time she did it, how do I put this?
We don't talk about Metroid G or whatever the fuck that shit was called.
It didn't go well.
Metroid Dread 7 Emmy is possible return of X-Parasite powerful unknown enemy. Sounds like Team Samus and other people will have their hands full. Will they survive the encounter?
Will they though?
The same author.
Yeah, that's Samus, Penny, Blake, Ruby. And who else has an R in their name?
Raven.
Ren?
Or Raven.
Or Raven, yeah. Just like, this shit's just like so fucking cringe. It's like, yo, I have a super creative idea, guys. What if, like, Samus goes to Remnant and, like, goes to Huntsman School and gets a team and then goes into space again?
Oh god, that voice just makes me think of the fucking Warcraft 3 porn, orc porns that build up all your base.
What?
What? I'm sorry, what?
Did you have a seizure while talking? Because I did not understand a single fucking sentence.
I was laughing while talking. That voice just fucking reminded me of Warcraft 3, the orc campaign, the pawns that fucking build up your base.
Oh, the pawns, not the porn. Pawns. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we all heard porn.
What the fuck is bro on about? Hello?
Yeah. We're all sitting here like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Gamer, I have a question for you. Are you high?
Always.
Actually, he's very low, being in Australia.
I see. That's a very highbrow joke, Sneaky.
No, it's also a very lowbrow joke. It's taking place in Australia.
I was gonna say it's 6 feet under.
Just wait for the pole shift. He'll get his turn being high.
Oh, work. Huh? What needs doing?
Yes, my lord.
Something needs doing.
Huh? Zug. Dabu.
Ready to work.
Ready to
work. Off I go then.
Yes, my lord.
I like how we went from orc slowly into human peasant.
I have heard the human peasant more than I've heard orc. I was not the best orc player.
Listen,
I'll admit that.
I can't make the Will-O-Wisp Night Owl fucking sound.
I can't make that
No,
noise either.
No one should have to.
Literally no human can.
To be fair, people also don't like playing with or against night elves because night elves are cringe.
Once again,
and they get free regen.
This is how I got my name.
I like the Revenge of the Trees just going in with.
It was the best, right?
Yeah. Who needs units when you can just use the trees?
Hey guys, it's daytime. Where are all the night? Oh.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here sitting quietly back with the bare minimum number of 15 swordsmen, and the rest of my supply is riflemen.
Hello, greetings. I am now speaking to you, an Ancient of War Swarm.
The Rifleman Swarm is hilarious for dealing with that.
No, yeah, a little bit. That's why you have the rest of your army be archers, because...
I mean, honestly, I would just spam
dumb.
Dwarf and Rifleman, and then just also have a few clerics as my front line. Like, that was my whole game plan before Griffins.
Okay, StarCraft player.
Look, you just click drag, and then you point them at something, and it works.
Usually, yeah. Until you know the fucking Juggernaut does a Blade Fury spin on your entire army, and
well, that's the point where you're just like, oh shit, oh fuck, whoops. Gamer, can we talk about this?
But yeah, no, it's just like the fucking premise of some of these ideas is just so offensively stupid. Like, a portal, yeah, okay, but it's like, there's a difference between, like, a portal opened up and a Rathalos, got, set upon, I don't know, fucking Mass Effect, and then, a Monster Hunter came through the portal and was chasing it, and now he's in Mass Effect. It's like, dumb, but canon. And then it's like, like what I just said. Samus gets fed up with the Federation, so she decides to go to Remnant, enroll in high school, so she can then graduate with a Grim Hunting team, who she then takes back into space on a bounty hunting adventure on another planet where a research facility was that had a distress beacon. And then they all have to fight the immortal machine monsters. That's the setup to this story. It's like... that sounds so fucking stupid.
It's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, a portal happened and Samus fell through it is more believable because of... well, the life of Samus, but more believable than that sequence of events occurring.
I mean, listen, it's Metroid. Samus randomly ending up somewhere because of a fucking portal that was an asshole is Tuesday.
Literally, that's why I said it's like, well, life of Samus, you know.
Yeah.
Samus, we've heard reports of space pirates causing more problems. It's a day that ends in Y.
You know what? I feel like at some point One of the fucking Federation handlers had to have called up Samus and be like, Samus, the day that ends in Y. Your coordinates are.
Yeah.
Good morning, Samus. Please head to the following coordinates.
This is just her face. That's just her face the whole fucking time. Just the most tired woman in the galaxy.
It's a day that ends in Y. Here are the coordinates. Good luck.
Samus, it's a day that ends in Y. Here are the coordinates. There may be a few Federation soldiers that want you dead. We're sorry about that, but
they've gone rogue.
They've gone rogue. You are free to kill them.
Unfortunately, Samus, a rogue cybernetics project has turned your fellow humans.
Samus, a rogue space pirate cybernetics project.
A group of researchers partnered with the space pirates to create a cybernetics project. Unfortunately, it has gone rogue. It's like,
the question, of course,
shit.
The question Samus is asking is, why would they even do this? Well, as it turns out, they snorted it. The question you may be asking is, was it the researchers or the space pirates? The answer is yes.
Samus, we found out that the researchers have been snorting the space pirate goo.
They have turned into space pirates. You have to stop them, Samus.
Hang on now. Everyone knows you don't snort space pirate goo. You inject it.
Oh yeah, you inject it.
Well, that's what makes them scientists, Sign. They were pushing the boundaries.
Ah, okay, yes. They were doing science.
Hold on, I have to find the image. Where the fuck is it?
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Juniper, Project Freelancer. The mission is simple. Kill the director.
No.
Washington, Carolina, Jesus. The Reds and the Blues, Team Juniper, Jinxie, and a traditional dancer set out to put a stop to the director. But will it really be that simple? What? It's just like, what the fuck is this shit? And on top of all of this, they're throwing out T names like Mac JC's or Spurber or Jinxie, and it's like you're supposed to just know from you have to go read the author's earlier work all the way down here to understand what they mean when they're talking about the Mac J Squad. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna do that shit. This dude's got like 90 fucking 126 stories. Like, fuck, I'm gonna go all the way down the list so I can learn about the team, so I can then later read about the team in a different situation during a crossover that isn't canon.
I found the image that shows whatever happens on a day that ends in Y.
Cool, does it do any tricks? Tap, explodes, kills everyone. Cool, I'll take 50. Average day in Samus Land. Samus, the exploding bomb pets have gotten loose in this room. Be careful. You can't use any shots, and you'll have to take it slow.
Nah, just shoot in the middle of them.
What could go fucking wrong, dude?
It's like, just like, fuck this guy.
Hopefully everything.
And now, don't get me wrong, this guy writes a fucking shit ton, and a lot of his stories are marked as completed. And they're actually like book length. However, the problem here is that unlike Sign, they're all bad. I said unlike Sign, so I gave you the credit. Yeah. Yeah, just most of your stories.
Sign has at least one good story.
Yeah, at least one.
But which one?
Exactly. The world may never know. Exactly. Well, that would be Young Girls Outer Heaven.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's his best story, in my personal opinion. Saiyan Warrior of Remnant. That's right. an OC Saiyan ends up escaping planet Vegeta and goes to Remnant after sustaining a serious
Planet Vegeta,
injury.
you say?
Yes.
Damn it.
Yes, the capital with Vegeta, of King Vegeta, with his son Vegeta.
Hold on, the planet, my son, or me?
Yes.
Fucking smartass.
I'm here to destroy Vegeta.
Wait, the sun, my planet, or me?
I'm here to court Vegeta. My son, me, or the planet?
Well, I mean, if it's the Big Getty star, the planet.
Anyway, after sustaining a serious injury to the head, he doesn't remember his past. With the help of Atlas, will he be able to reclaim his forgotten memories and fight against evil? Or will this Super Saiyan die on Remnant?
You really don't want him getting his memories. He's a Saiyan.
He's a Saiyan from Vegeta.
Regular Dragon Ball Kid Goku bodies everyone in fucking Remnant.
Yes, 100%. Not even like a alternative.
As soon as he's finished his first world tournament, he's stronger than all of them.
No. They yeeted baby Saiyans at planets to destroy the population of the planet.
Yep. The only reason Earth wasn't destroyed is Goku hit his head so hard he became a good person. Well,
he had amnesia,
good person. People would argue that to the ends of the earth.
It quite literally knocked the evil out of him.
I thought it was.
But he's not a good person, guys. Unfortunately, bad magic cell happened.
Here's the thing. Goku isn't a good person. People keep forgetting this. Bro consistently puts the world and then the universe at danger because, good fight.
I mean, look, it's a Saiyan biology. It's like, what are you gonna do with your biology where it just says, you have to go fight now?
Yeah, Max, are you gonna go fight the adrenaline inside you? Wait, does that make you immortal? If you're a Saiyan and you go fight yourself.
Hey, I heard your adrenaline's really strong. I want to fight it.
Okay, muscle man.
Guys, there's the real reason everyone had to lock away the Saiyans was because their adrenaline was the best high in the universe.
Too many people were harvesting Saiyans?
No. The problem was the Saiyans were selling it.
Of course, yes.
That makes sense.
Anyway.
They called it Super Saiyan.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna move on then. Mega Man Ruby. The battle to reveal the truth of Remnant draws near.
Isn't that just basically Penny?
Probably.
Pretty much.
Reincarnation Brothers in Remnant. Sometime after the Fourth Shinobi War, Hagoro Gomogomo offers Naruto and Sasuke a new offer, but this time they go to New World. How will the holders of Sun and Moon deal with Remnant? I'm sorry, what?
They fix all the problems.
No.
This isn't gonna be. If this is Fourth Shinobi for Naruto and Sasuke, everything's solved. There is no story here.
By running, they turn the ground into lava. They can destroy mountains like it's nothing. Like, what the fuck are they? What's gonna, challenge them?
Even if they can't actually kill Salem, they can beat her so relentlessly.
You can't kill me, I'm immortal. Hey, Sasuke, you know what to do. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if they can't,
it's the fucking equivalent of them just downing spinach.
Hey Salem, have you ever felt what it's like to be on fire for 7 days straight?
Hey Sasuke, did you hear? No, Naruto, what? She said she's immortal. They both look at the camera.
I haven't laughed this hard since Sakura said I love you to Naruto.
Yeah,
Hey Salem, want to see what another dimension looks like?
They have to deal with
so many.
Lock her away in a dimension.
Naruto was skilled enough to create a new seal for the Nine Tails in his own seal. He could seal away Salem like nothing.
Well, not only that, they were literally given a seal by Hagorgamogamo to seal away immortal people.
On the stage.
And a new moon. They can create a new moon for Remnant.
Yeah, literally. Hey guys, so Naruto can blow away the old moon, and Sasuke can go make them a new one.
Moon's fixed. What do you mean? Moon's fixed. It might be haunted.
Moon's fixed. What? What do you mean the moon's fixed? Moon's fixed.
Might be
We'll
haunted.
fix your moon for you.
What?
It might be haunted by the creator of the Grimm, but it's fixed.
Moon's
not
fixed.
the creator.
Huh? Moon's haunted too.
Not the creator. Second
The
manager.
fuck do you mean the moon's haunted? Moon's haunted.
Moon's also fixed though.
Mm.
How did you do both?
It's a good thing they can't travel into outer space because dust just stops working once it leaves the atmosphere.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Dust doesn't work in space. Magical eyes.
Yeah.
I passed magical eyes.
Also, I would like to point out that Naruto is theoretically, without Kurama's help, capable of outputting enough power to quite literally shoot Salem into the sun with an energy beam, and the only reason why he's never done that to literally anyone else is either they were too weak for him to need to do that, or if they were strong enough for him to actually need to do that, they were too fast.
Yeah, that's yeah. That is a thing he could do.
I cut the moon in half. You what? I cut the moon in half. Why? I missed! What do you mean you missed?
With the power of flex tape, I chopped this moon in half.
Quick, hold it together! What do you mean? Hold it together!
No,
he's powerful enough
with the power of flex tape, I put the moon that I shattered in half back together! Alternately, now today, to demonstrate the power of flex tape, I've asked Naruto here to break the moon in half!
Now, a question, Max, did we watch Naruto the Last together, or did we watch that separately and reconvene?
I think we watched it separately.
I believe the two.
I think it's been long enough. We should just sit down and watch it together.
We should just watch it again. We honestly should just watch it again.
It's a legitimately good Naruto movie.
The funniest fucking part of that entire movie, and there was a lot of funny fucking parts, was the part where they're like, oh no, the moon's gonna become a weapon again and kill us all! And A just is like, don't worry guys, I have a plan! And everyone's like, what the fuck do you mean you have a plan? Fucking the mountain opens up and a giant gun rolls out and he's like, this is my anti-moon gun! And everyone's like, what the fuck?
There were two wild reveals during all of that. But I'm sure the other nations were like, why is Konoha cooking an 8-gate squad? And why were the Cloud creating an anti-moon gun?
Why do you have an anti-moon gun? Oh, you know, just in case the moon becomes hostile again.
I'm sorry,
what?
Say it again! Hey, listen, one of my personal favorites is the time it's like when the Justice League was up in their big orbital watchtower and Batman and the Earth is getting invaded and Batman turns around and says, we need to fire the laser that's in the watchtower, which everybody else responded to with, what do you mean there's a laser in the watchtower?
There's a laser in the watchtower.
What do you mean we have a giant laser in the watchtower? No. We don't have a giant laser in the watchtower. Oh, thank God. The watchtower is the laser.
Oh, what? Come on!
It is built around the laser, yes.
You see, first I built a giant laser, and then I built living modules inside it.
Yes.
3 months later on Remnant, Naruto and Sasuke just turned their heads. Kakashi-sensei, what are you doing here? I got lost on the road of life.
Kakashi's just out of fucking in the middle of nowhere poking out a fire. It's like, wait, Hold up.
And reading his porn.
How
Obviously,
long
can't
have you
forget.
been living out here? 6 months, I think. Stop counting that too.
Months.
Man, the afterlife is really weird. I still gotta eat, and my dad's no longer here anymore.
No, and my dad's still not here.
No, he had a whole touching conversation with his father.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he did. He got that.
Man, I thought Rin would at least be here. What about Obito? I wonder how they're doing.
I do also appreciate Obito at the end of the Fourth War just being like, I know I'm dead, but actually I'm using my Sharingan to teleport back to the world of the living to give Kakashi my eyes. It's like, hold up. What?
That's some Kishimoto level bullshit.
That Kishimoto wrote it, so yes.
Like, there's Nazis inside the Hollow Moon. What did Kishimoto mean by this?
He means there's Nazis.
I think he just what was the fucking movie Iron Sky? Maybe he just really enjoyed Iron Sky.
Maybe he did, yeah.
Alternately, he really loved the hell out of Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
This was well before that game.
Remember when Wolfenstein wasn't the accurate one?
Also, wasn't the actual fucking dialogue, I don't know if this was the dub version or whatever, but wasn't the actual dialogue when Naruto accidentally cut the moon in half is like Kurama's like, what did you do? And Naruto's like, I missed. Shut up.
Yeah.
Help me hold the moon together.
Yeah.
I don't remember who said that, but I do think the words "I missed," "shut up" were in there.
Yep.
You're just
You
like,
missed. How did you miss? He was 2 feet in front of
What do
you.
you mean you
He dodged.
missed?
He dodged.
and
No,
then he
I-
just had that moment of like, oh man, imagine if he missed this while on Earth.
Maybe that's why he's never done it.
And that's why we don't allow mech rounds in atmosphere.
Oh god. Anyway.
How did you miss? It's 1 RNG, I'm sorry.
I rolled a 1, I'm
I
sorry.
found the Fire Emblem player!
It was a 99% chance to hit. How can I not take the shot?
XCOM player detected.
XCOM moment.
My gun was literally in his face.
Loud, angry banging and complaining about the game.
How does the new arm feel, Sasuke? Naruto asked as he looked at him. Sasuke clenched and unclenched his hand of the new arm Orochimaru gave him. Somehow, Orochimaru
returned.
Canonically, yes, every time.
Canonically.
Yeah. Also, if this is after Fourth War, yeah, no, this story was published 7 hours ago. My guy, Sasuke, went out of his way to decline. Listen, if he's gonna decline an arm from Tsunade, what in the fuck makes you think he's gonna accept one from Orochimaru at this point?
That was accepted on
Orochimaru. Here you go, Sasuke. New arm made from your dead clan.
No,
wait,
no.
what?
Here's the thing though. Here's the reaction.
Here's your
of
new arm, Sasuke. I only had to kill 9 orphans for it.
Yeah, here's the thing though. The
To
reaction
be fair,
from
that's an
post-war
improvement.
Sasuke is I see, perish, and immediately obliterate him with the Renegon and the arm with him. That's the problem.
Alright, Orochimaru, how was this arm made? Not with orphans this time.
The fuck do you mean this time?
Listen, I didn't used to be redeemed. You gotta remember how I used to be.
Wait, I'm sorry, he got redeemed?
Yeah, in Boruto, he's a good guy who has a kid now. He has a clone. A clone kid.
He was also a girl at one point.
Also,
I'm
sorry,
sorry, wait, what was that last? Hold on a minute, what the fuck was that last one?
I like
No,
the
he was
idea
he was a woman in the original Naruto. He took over female bodies.
Yeah.
Just used to change them up to look like him.
Also, by the way, I just imagine now that Orochimaru's on the Strait of Narrow, he's running a shop. Orochimaru's ethically sourced replacement organs.
I mean, hey, if there's a market for it.
Naruto approved.
It's a ninja village. There is absolutely a market for ethically. Well, let me rephrase that. There's a market for organ replacements. They don't care about the ethics.
It probably would be ethically sourced, because you'd be like, all right, cool. I just need a sample of your genetic material, and I'll just clone you a new liver that matches exactly what your body had before.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
But
I'm surprised Tsunade didn't do it.
I have a bad liver. That's your problem, isn't it? Come back in 4 months.
All I'm doing is giving you the liver you had at the age of 20, not the age of 45. It's okay.
Don't worry. Here at Orochimaru's organ replacement, we just take organs from people who don't need them anymore.
No, I'm sorry. The ethical source. So when you say these organs are ethically sourced, what do you mean? Every organ in this shop came from someone in the bingo book.
Fair.
I wouldn't touch those with a 10-foot pole, because if you're in the bingo book, you're a very bad person. There's no telling what you did to your organ.
Do you have Kasami's chakra network in there?
A villain returns not because they were somehow brought back to life.
You all joke about this, but wait until you hear the next line.
Oh, please tell me it's Orochimaru's ethically sourced organs.
Somehow Orochimaru managed to ethically source the lower half of Madara. And used it to craft a new arm for him.
Okay, I'm sorry, Sneaky, can you scroll down just enough so that the chat's not blocking?
Sasuke's arm is made from Madara's cock meat.
Oh, okay.
That's not an arm!
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Hang on a minute, this isn't an arm.
Orochimaru. No, it's the fucking meme from Parasite where the parasite turns his hand into a giant dick because he's like got the hots for that one lady. He's like, no, shut the fuck up, stop it.
Yes. Parasite was an amazing show.
You mean you do not wish to copulate with the female? I do, but fucking stop being a giant penis!
But shut up!
You are literally a 5-foot penis! Shut the fuck up!
Now, here's where I would be concerned. If she sees that and just goes, yes.
I'm interested.
You now have my attention.
Bringing fisting to a new level.
Now you have my undivided attention.
Oh lord.
No. Can you just imagine the guy's just sitting he's just sitting in a chair next to the bed. Honey, could you hurry up? I have work in 4 minutes.
Bringing fisting to a new level.
Boy, that brings a new meaning to bedside manner, Doctor.
Indeed. Anyway, my body is still adapting to it. So far, it feels good. Blah, blah. Reminds me of the Leaf Village. Oh, they're at Pash. That's what I thought when I arrived here. I've sensed that Remnant has way more natural energy than the elemental nations. I'm still surprised Super Gramps offered us something like this. High-pitched scream. They both ran towards it. Meanwhile, no. Ruby.
Is this child Ruby that gets Yang?
I'm sorry. The way this is being presented at the moment,
yeah,
I'm getting the implication that the reason it was astounding Orochimaru managed to find and ethically source Madara's lower half is because Orochimaru followed them somehow.
Yeah, actually, you know what? See, that's what I would tolerate. It's like, yeah, man, this arm is so great. Yeah, I'm so glad that Orochimaru somehow managed to both find Madara's corpse after that whole thing that happened, and also turn it into an arm for you after following us to this new planet we're now on.
Hold on a minute, where did he get the arm?
No, he made it out of Madara's lower half.
No, I mean, my point is they'd be like, hold on a minute, where the fuck did he get this?
He made it from Madara's lower half.
He just has Edo Tensei Madara chained up in his laboratory. He just cuts off the lower half every time he needs skin.
Well, no, because you're just Ash. Like, it was only when Madara was fully reincarnated that, you know.
It's like me. It's the funny.
Also,
I'm sorry. Hang on a minute, guys. I've discovered deeply annoying information.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The entire reason that Parasite was set in high school was because the author had the idea to turn the parasite arm into a dick and thought that would be funniest in a high school setting.
Fair.
I mean,
that tracks.
I mean,
for that kind of humor.
To be fair, all things considered, Parasite wouldn't hit the same if it was some burned out 26-year-old.
Yeah. Although it might hit better if it was a burned out 40-year-old office worker.
True.
Somebody who was a member of a black company.
Yeah, that's fair. But unfortunately, because of how the manga was aimed, you're not going to get a lot of 40-year-old black company office workers buying manga. I mean, you do now.
No, yeah, I was about to say, you do now.
Yeah, you do now, but when then,
Parasite came out.
Yeah.
Parasite's nothing old. It's only like 10 years old. There are 40-year-olds who bought manga at that time. Yes, it's not that old.
Are you sure it's not mid-2000s?
It's
early.
Okay, no. Hang on a minute. It was published in 88 to 95.
Yeah, 88, my dude. I'm sorry. It's about like 10 years old plus another 20.
Wait, hang on.
Oh,
the anime.
Wow.
The
Yeah,
anime
88
was
to
2014,
95.
which is 10 years old.
Okay, see, that's okay. I was talking about the anime. I didn't realize the manga was that old.
Oh yeah.
Well, we were talking about the manga.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did not realize it was that old. I thought it had only come out like a year or two before the anime.
No.
Also, now I will say, if you had the burned out office worker, you could have some real deep cuts where the fact that the parasite has become more human and empathetic than the burned out office worker really makes people ask a couple questions.
Yeah, that would be great.
And of course, then you can have the guy start his path back to being a good person and regaining empathy for mankind by going, my right arm that turned into a giant dick has more empathy than I do.
Brings a whole meaning to feel my burning finger.
Burning finger.
You gonna let him get away with that, Max?
Ooh.
It was misquoted.
That's true. It was misquoted.
Falls flat.
Well, see, it falls flat to everyone that knows Gundam, which is only a third of the people here.
And those who actually know which specific Gundam Shining/Burning Finger is from.
Anyway. Just out of himself because he knows about the two different versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ruby! Yang screamed as she could only watch petrified as her beloved sister was getting impaled by a Deathstalker.
What?
You're watching too much porn, Kaz.
Skill issue?
Ruby was petrified herself, but her eyes were closed, accepting of her death. She winced as she waited for the stinger to stab her. Whoosh. Ruby opened her eyes to see that she was now in a far position away from Deathstalker. Are you alright? Ruby heard deep voice of her savior and got a good look at him, and he was really hot, so she was instantly attracted to him and wanted to suck his dick.
Child Ruby.
Yes.
Yes.
The one who famously has never displayed any kind of emotional crush.
Yes.
Except possibly.
No, she has.
Scythe.
No.
Who did 14-year-old Ruby display a crush on?
A sword.
Yeah, that's what I just said, except for maybe her sight.
No, it's a sword in a magazine.
Sign?
That's a
point
katana
remains.
joke. Come on.
My point remains.
Anyway, Ruby snapped out of the trance. Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. By the way, Sasuke is the pedophile in this one.
Of course.
But of course.
She stuttered as she said it. Good. Sasuke gently placed Ruby down. Also, let's be clear here. Sasuke would not have saved Ruby. Naruto would save Ruby. Sasuke would stab the creature.
Yes, that's exactly what would happen.
Dude, he would stab the creature, see her dying, and go, "Eh, what can you do?"
Lamau, skill issue. Sasuke probably.
Sasuke,
honestly,
I wonder if I can use my Chidori to restart her heart.
Kickstart her heart.
Kickstart the heart.
Yeah. That. He might.
God damn it! Now my brain is just like giving me two still images of Sasuke. One of him going "whoa" as he stabs a Chidori into someone's heart, and then him screaming "yeah" as the person wakes up.
Boruto era Sasuke probably would have saved Ruby.
Now, if I do this just right, it won't kill you.
He's still kind of.
It only took like 2 decades of Sasuke wandering around looking for repentance to his sins before he actually mellowed out.
Well, also having a kid would.
Which he almost killed the first time he met.
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
Oh. So it was the first time he'd seen his kid, I think, in 6 to 8 years. And he damn near killed her. It's like, Sasuke, how do you not recognize your own child, my guy?
Because he hasn't seen her all that time.
He hasn't seen her in like 6 to 8 years. It's like, what the?
Doesn't she have the Shamalama Ringon?
Yeah.
No. Actually, no. I think that event is part of what kickstarted her Sharingan awakening.
Yeah, she got the Sharingan because her dad almost killed her.
I see. I see the Uchiha clan is continuing the grand tradition of horrid family trauma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time, though, it was unintentional.
Introductions can come later. There are more of them things coming. Sasuke narrowed his eyes as he looked at large flying bird, large scorpion, large bears. He wondered if there was if these were the grim Hagagorgamogo told them about. He appeared besides Naruto.
Also, I'm sorry, just a side note, shouldn't Sasuke really be doing more to try to restart the Uchiha bloodline?
Yeah, he should, but he's not.
Not really.
No, he kind of was not super enthused about the Uchiha bloodline by the end of the story.
Yeah, he was one and done at that point.
To be fair,
kind of just seems like there's no need to restart it. It'll just live on through my kid and just leave it at that. He doesn't seem interested in any sort of.
Well, I mean, all according to Sasuke's plan, by being a deadbeat father, he does guarantee his daughter will at least have 3 to 5 kids.
Do they all have
But Sneaky, what he didn't
the bloodline of the Lightning Country in them?
Sneaky, what he
how she dresses?
Sneaky, what he didn't account for is that she's a white woman.
Oh, you're right. Inazuka do live.
Stop.
Yeah.
Hey, Sign, I'd like you to write something.
Hey, Sign, I have a new commission idea.
Oh. Okay, this is getting disturbing.
Dear God, I'm not gonna spend money on. I wouldn't spend money on that as a joke, let alone
anyway,
seriously.
Sasuke is like, let's handle the bears, as he coldly stared at them. And Naruto's like, I sense more coming from the forest. What about the others?
Yeah. By the way, I just love that. This entire thing. So, like, we'll handle the bears. It's like
the weakest ones.
Pretty sure the 5 bears are still weaker than either of the other 2.
Yeah, literally.
Decidedly.
Like even combined.
Yeah.
It should be
So
Naruto.
they leave Ruby and Yang.
Shadow clone.
They leave Ruby and Yang, who were about to be defeated by a single Deathstalker, to go fight another Deathstalker and a large Nevermore at the same time, while they take on the Ursa. Okay.
Well, I think this is meant to be initiation, so theoretically there are 6 other people there, but the author hasn't mentioned those 6 other people.
From their power level, I can see they have it handled, Sasuke said. Naruto jabbed the Ursa and sent it back into the forest. He then kicked another Ursa, and 2 were sent back into the forest, and then Naruto ran into the forest after them. And then Sasuke leg swept one of them, and then grabbed its arm and threw it into the other Ursa, and they also launched both of them into the forest, and then they followed after them. And then Ruby screamed, "Wait!" And then Yang held her down. "Ruby, we have to focus on the Nevermore and Deathstalker. I'm sure your savior and Whiskers have everything under control."
Whiskers.
Oh yeah, the rest of the party is there. Yeah, like literally, actually literally everyone is there.
Except this is supposed to be initiation, so for some reason...
They just weren't in the scene until now.
For some reason, the author also decided that there were actually 2 Deathstalkers.
Yeah.
Not 1.
Yep. And that Ruby had already landed. And decided to fight one of the Deathstalkers instead of the Nevermore.
So dumb.
These things are weak, Sasuke. Wait, see, this is what I'm not getting here. So, Sasuke and Naruto both can tell the power level of Grimm already.
Hmm.
And then are like, oh wow, these guys are weak. It's like, didn't you know that already?
Literally, all they'd have to do, it wouldn't be, "We need to handle these." It would be, "Naruto, please dispatch a singular shadow clone to clean them up."
Or Naruto,
kunai in use,
throw a single kunai.
Naruto, obliterate this man's balls.
Yeah.
Naruto. Wind Rasengan this man's balls.
Oh no.
That's uncomfortable.
Killing every single one of your sperm one at a time.
I will individually slice your sperm.
Also your legs, but that's secondary here.
Also, if you live, you have cancer now from exceeding the hay flick limit, but don't worry about that.
I can see it, guys. Truly. The village, okay, wait, is there any village that gets microwaves? Because, like, their single most insidious tactic would be to go to an enemy village and just microwave their most potent ninjas.
I mean, technically speaking, microwaves as a household appliance exist because Naruto literally talks about cooking with them.
They do.
But in terms of like actual chakra microwaves, there is also a filler village that does use radiation chakra as a weapon.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
now.
The fillers had some crazy shit in them. Like, unironically, the fillers had up until the 4th war.
Yeah,
the fillers had some of the best fights. Like
they
we got
really
to see the
did.
return of we got to see the return of Drunk Lee fighting man controlling lightning. It was one of the best fights of part 1.
Yeah,
And it was after it was between the retrieval arc and the start of Shippuden, no less.
What was Lee doing? Well, he was doing this. I don't sense a soul inside them, Naruto. Yeah, I agree, Kurama, and I don't see any aura inside them, Sasuke. Well, okay, why would you need to tell Sasuke that? Couldn't he just sense that himself with his Sharingan?
Yeah,
I mean, you have to do some exposition for the audience. They're Naruto fans. They're not exactly intelligent.
Again, post-war, they're both solid with sensory stuff.
Yeah, I'm just really confused here.
They're still not gonna beat a sensory ninja, but they should.
Interesting. I feel the same thing. We will have to heed Hokogorgamo's advice and go to a library to gain the knowledge. Naruto nodded. Look, I'm just gonna bow it, okay? If they want it to be pronounceable, they can go win a world war, or they can go fucking write a name that's legible.
I didn't argue with you.
Yeah.
It is
I mispronounced it.
extremely pronounceable.
What? Hokogorgamo?
Hang on. Hang on a minute. You're all saying it's wrong. Haka guacamole.
Ah, of course, Haka guacamole.
Okay, well, I can't kick Sneaky, but I can kick Atin, so give me 3 seconds.
Anyway, so Naruto nodded. Well, let's go back. They don't want to play anymore, he said. Said Naruto fucking never? And looking around to see there were no more grams, Sasuke nodded. He and Naruto then ran back. Once they made it back, they saw that the teams had split up to fight them, and they did the cannon thing. Damn, that was sick, yelled Naruto. With 2 exclamation points.
You know,
It was impressive, Sasuke smirked in agreement.
Impressive.
No, Sasuke would just go,
Yeah, literally, just him at everything would have been actually funny. Like, okay, let's be clear here. Post-war Naruto and Sasuke on almost any setting is going to be a raffle stomp of just raffle stomp proportions.
The only one that isn't is DBZ, who are already Planet Busters in DBZ before now.
So, like I said, most settings. So, if you're going to do it, just fucking roll with the fact that it's gonna be a parody story, it's gonna be a shitpost, and just make Sasuke fucking at everything, and Naruto always knows whatever he's actually saying.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly,
Tensura. What's Tensura? Is Tensura the fucking slime one? Because I'm pretty sure they destroy everything there as well.
Tensura's got some really weird late game lore.
So I've identified part of the writing issue here, Sneaky. The personalities there that are being written are part 1 Naruto and Sasuke before Sasuke becomes a little bitch and accepts Orochimaru's deal.
Yeah.
So he's regressed the characters as well.
Also, just like it'd be a very funny, like you could do some funny shit with it, you know? It's like, Sasuke, you can't say that about their parents.
Sasuke, that feels a little judgmental, man.
Sasuke, there are children around.
Sasuke, you kiss your... Oh, sorry.
Couldn't use that one.
Sasuke, you kiss me with that mouth?
No.
It's the only canon kiss that Sasuke's ever had.
Yeah.
I've solved the problem, gentlemen.
Well, how did you solve the problem?
He muted him.
Yes. Oh, I see. Thank you.
No,
we'll just leave that muted for a while.
Listen, you may hate me, but I am right.
I muted him.
No, hold on. Didn't he kiss Corinne at one point?
I think it was more the Corinne.
I think Corinne kissed him.
Okay, he still got kissed a second time.
Okay,
he impaled her.
Yes.
Just be like a Sasuke, and you kissed me with that kind of mouth? Where did you two come from? She could have sworn she didn't see either of them before. We don't remember. We just heard loud scream and came to help.
I heard screaming. I wanted to help.
I'm Sasuke Uchiha. He's Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke Uchiha. What an exotic name, but he was so cool.
Naruto was there to help. Sasuke was there to see if he'd see a dead body.
Yes.
No,
so anyway,
Sasuke was looking to see if he could get some better eyes.
So anyway, Yang walks up to Sasuke and proceeds to say, "I will fuck you in exchange for saving my sister."
Excuse me, what?
Yes.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. What did you just say? My brain, like, just hard cut that audio.
My name is Yang Xiaolong. Thank you for saving my sister, Sexy. I wonder what I could give you in appreciation, she says with sultry smile as she rubs Sasuke's chest.
Sasuke, you can go away.
Interesting.
Luckily, Sasuke will now cast the most powerful jutsu.
Virgin?
Thought.
Yes.
Sasuke smirks and she giggles.
No.
Sasuke would never like show interest.
Yeah, no, that's his thing.
I'm sorry, you're too weak.
Yeah. Literally.
What an exotic name, the Mistrali exchange student Thunk.
Sasuke casting.
Yeah. And again, Sasuke wouldn't have been the one to save Ruby. It would have been Naruto, and Sasuke would have gone after killing the Deathstalker.
But no, I need Sasuke. He's so.
Wait,
broody.
what? I'm confused about something from earlier.
Yeah.
They sent off Team Ruby and whatever to fight the Deathstalker and Nevermore like canon, right?
Yes.
Why didn't Naruto just make clones?
Because that would have disrupted canon and might have made Naruto look cooler than Sasuke, and the author needs Sasuke's dick.
Yes.
Every man has imagined doing that once in their life.
Yes.
Not Sasuke's dick, that picture.
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
I just want to be clear here. Also, my name is Sasuke Uchiha. Oh, Uchiha. It's a very exotic sounding name. This is my sister, Yang Xiaolong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your name sounds like you're deep throating something.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's
she
blonde.
would take that as a compliment.
Like, I like, just... Your father and your sister literally are named Tai Yang Xiaolong and Yang Xiaolong, and you're like, oh, Uchiha, that is so exotic.
Yeah, it's almost like they ignore canon lore for that, just to make that comment and get on Sasuke's dick.
Anyway, so, then Yang turns to Naruto and she's like, you, Whiskers. And then, she starts, like, stroking Naruto's dick and purring at him. And Sasuke smirks at the sputtering, blushing Naruto.
Now, to be fair, that would happen if Naruto got hit on and Sasuke saw it, and Naruto started embarrassing himself.
No. Hold on now. Naruto, who traveled with Jiraiya, you think this man hasn't got a little experience?
Yes. I do think the man has not gotten a little experience at all, whatsoever.
Reminder of just how many women Naruto canonically slept with, and was implied to have put babies in.
Canonically one, Hinata. he got kissed while unconscious by the actress. He got a marriage proposal from the priestess, and then everyone else had a crush on him. But he's only been with Hanada.
And those are all fan fiction because they are not official content.
Okay,
Sign's just trying to be horny.
Made a movie out of. It was implied that
Sign over here being like, my fucking headcanon is that Naruto fucked all the bitches.
Yeah,
Naruto fucked.
That he did.
No, he literally didn't. None of the movies are canon except Naruto the Last, and Naruto's a fucking virgin in that one.
Is the last canon?
Yes, because it's the only one that Kishimoto actually worked on.
I'm glad it's the only one that's canon because I didn't want shuriken guns in Naruto.
And quite literally, Naruto the Last. Yeah, well, it's a big part of the marketing, but also Kishimoto used Naruto the Last to tie the epilogue to the ending of Naruto. Which, I don't know how that fucking works at all, because he was just like, yeah, this is supposed to tie the epilogue to the ending of Naruto, so it makes more sense, and it's like, okay. And then you watch the movie, and you're like, what part of Hollow Moon Nazis tied those two things together at fucking all?
Nazi.
I'm sorry, I just came back to Sneaky yelling about the Moon Nazis.
Don't worry about it.
I'm yelling about the Moon Nazis this entire time.
I appreciate that Nose and I were in sync on that one.
Look, just don't worry about it. It's all part of the plan.
Also, yeah, like right here, he's Lai Ren. That's not an exotic name, Ruby?
Nope, that's perfectly normal.
Nora Valkyrie.
No, I can understand. No,
normal. I don't know what.
No, Nora Valkyrie, I can sort of understand. Nora's a fairly normal first name, all things considered, and Valkyrie is just like, yeah, whatever. We basically don't pay attention to last names in Ruby. And Pyrrha Nikos can also be excused specifically because, and Weiss Schnee can also be excused specifically because they are both extremely popular figures.
Yeah, okay.
Like, if someone fucking came over to you and was like, yeah, my name is Taibuska Hyundai, and you would be like, oh yeah, Hyundai, that's the car company. You wouldn't be like, oh wow, what an exotic name. You'd be like, oh yeah, the car company. Because I've heard about cars all my life.
Like the car company.
But, and yes, I get it. You know, I used the example earlier, like, you know, your sister's name, Xiaolong. But no one else really has that name. He's like the only Xiaolong, period. Which would, I mean, I understand by complacency by proxy, but how exotic is this name that I've never heard of when my family name is the only ones I've ever heard of? Still kind of lame. And then, you know, yeah, this guy fucking introduces himself as Lai Ren, and he goes around telling everyone to call him by his last name. Theoretically, it's his last name, right? Or is his name the only name in Ruby that's actually backwards? I never really figured that one out.
Sure.
He kept getting called Ren. He kept getting called Ren by everyone, so I think it's the only one that's backwards.
You see, arbitrarily, he's the only one who puts family name first, then. Which
Monty,
also makes no fucking sense, because Sasuke would have introduced himself as Uchiha Sasuke then, and Uzumaki Naruto instead of the Western way.
Stop thinking about it.
Author's dumb. Move on.
Since everyone's introduced themselves, I guess I will too. And to Pyrrha's surprise, neither Sasuke nor Naruto reacted to her name. And she was so happy that Sasuke didn't react to her name, she's already getting horny for him.
Stop.
No. Sasuke, help me, whispered and pleaded Naruto as he looked at Sasuke. He was being held hostage by Yang, who, again, was doing things to his body. Ah, blondes. It seems like wherever they went, they were the same, even in the New World. What the fuck does that mean?
He's like Leon. He's like Leon. He's just like, women.
Yeah, literally, that's what you're supposed to have Sasuke be like. What's that? Straight sex? No way.
Ugh, no.
I don't like this image of Sasuke as Leon, but it's incredibly funny to think about it because you could just go,
do not finish that
hey,
meme.
Listen. Listen. If there was anything that Chris Redfield would demand to continue the Redfield bloodline, it would be either Naruto or Sasuke. Like, be like,
Sasuke!
they show up on scene.
Sasuke, you need to continue the bloodline.
Just hearing his name yelled out, he just goes, "Man, that's nostalgic."
I'm sorry, but can you imagine how powerful a Redfield Uchiha would be?
You're already dead.
I already convinced The Rock to kill you with my Mangekyou Sharingan.
Anyway, so Naruto looks at Weiss and smiles at her. He has handsome smile, Weiss thought. I already want his babies. My name is Weiss Schnee.
Come on, season 1, Weiss, she would have just gone, ill peasant.
This person doesn't have 6 figures in their bank account.
Hey, you look just like me. My name's John Arch. Sweet rolls off tongue. Lady love it. Your name's so cool, Naruto, haha. I guess John's retarded in this one.
This one?
Well, at least in the others, he's able to speak correctly. Sasuke scoffed and facepalmed. Damn, now he was surrounded by 2 whole idiots. That man looked similar to Kakashi without being cool. Hello, I'm Ozpin. Mr. Uchiha, Mr. Uzumaki, we have much to discuss. How'd you know our names? Ah, you see cameras. Cutscene. What do you think of Ozzy, Sasuke? I agree, blah, blah, blah. Something smart actually came out of your mouth for once. He enrolled us into Beacon Academy. We should use our time here to get knowledge. I agree. Wow, something smart came out of your mouth for once. Sasuke smirked.
Okay, first of all, rude.
Shut up, bastard. Even though we're already enrolled, he said we still have to participate because it's like a tradition or something. Yeah, I look forward to it. We should make it more fun for us. How do we do that? Well, Grimm are attracted to darkness, right? Alright, so what, Naruto and Sasuke are just gonna fucking sit there and be like, I'm an orphan. I too am an orphan. Oh! Oh!
Hey, Sasuke, you're used to genocides and massacres, right? Both being part of it and committing them.
Let's go find an orphanage to save them, right? To save them, right?
Save them, right?
Amazing.
I'm gonna grab more.
Let's see, how many characters? So that's Glinda, Ozpin, Naruto, Sasuke. So 12 characters.
I'm getting dinner.
12 characters show up, and not a single one of them are in character. Please, author, just write a story about you sucking Sasuke's dick. It will be more honest.
Words that kill.
And all right, well, it's 9:08. So, do you guys want to keep going?
No.
I'm glad you agreed. Neon Zangetsu, I'm still.
Inshallah, I shall smite
Boy,
thee.
it's one of your favorites.
Neon Zangetsu!
Oh,
We're
this
not
clown
about to
again.
let things like death put us down, are we, Sasuke? No, that's what I thought. We'll come back even stronger, you'll see. I'm still here. No, we are still here. Two powerful
Yeah, you know what? I'm out.
souls reincarnate into Remnant with their memories and powers intact, and nothing will be forgotten. Everything will be remembered. The fuck does that mean? And the world
It sounds
will
like Rick and Morty.
tremble. Nothing will be
Literally,
forgotten.
it sounds like one of Rick's speeches.
Oh, yeah, you know what? True. Naruto and Sasuke get harems.
No. No.
Oh, wow, what an amazing story we can read. This is a Ruby Starfield story. Oh, no.
Does Starfield even have a plot to cross into?
Yeah.
A coherent central plot line that they could just be plugged into without people scratching their heads and wondering what the fuck is going on.
Yes, but no. Okay, so the main plot line of Starfield is nothing for like 40 hours. Okay.
I thought it was literally your main plot line was, oh yeah, build a ship and then go fly around.
No. The main plot line of Starfield is you, John Starfield, come under attack one day when you find the Mick Relic. And everyone else wants the Mick Relic, but by touching upon the Mick Relic, you see some Mick Visions. And these Mick Visions are, well, frankly useless and kind of annoying, and they made your head hurt. But everyone wants the Mick Relic still. So anyway, you, John Starfield, are tasked with delivering the Mick Relic to the super secret, totally good guys.
Who are totally good guys, actually, probably.
Who were actually totally good guys all along. That's the twist. So anyway, you deliver the Mick Relic to the super secret totally good guys, and then go on a totally awesome adventure, one at a time, with each member of the super secret totally good guys to find out that they are totally relatable and totally good guys. And then one day, after gaining enough Mick Relics and getting a lot of fucking headaches, and now like you wave your hands sometimes and like people float, and it's weird. But don't worry about that part. Doesn't really matter. So anyway, one day, you get attacked by this crazy dude who's called the Bounty Hunter. And, you know, he kills one of the super secret good guys at RNG. Literally RNG. All of them can die. It's randomly selected each game.
Oh, that's dumb.
And so... nope, not preventable. The only way you can prevent someone from dying is by bringing that one with you. Yeah.
I'm assuming you could just save scum, reload, and choose who dies.
I don't think you can. I think you would have to restart the entire quest chain, which is it's a several hour long quest chain. So.
Oh, so you can't even save scum right before and have him choose something
it's
different.
like predetermined once the quest starts. Because you yeah.
There's probably a variable somewhere you can change.
I mean, probably. I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter, though, because this is where Starfield tries to get really super big brain. So you, John Starfield, now having your best friend X killed by the evil bounty hunter. But, I mean, he's best friend X. He's not best friend B. Okay, let's be clear here. Best friend B has been traveling with you the whole time. Best friend X was that one guy or girl that you might have sort of liked their story, but, like, you didn't really want to travel with them all the time, or maybe you were busy maxing out someone else. They were best friend B. But anyway, so you, John Starfield, have your friend killed, and you and the rest of the still alive super secret good guys show up on the next planet to get the next McRelic, and then a scary spaceship shows up and demands the relic from you. And amusingly, there is dialogue for if you say no, fuck off, you'll fear humanity, and then you fight them and win. And there is special dialogue for people just being like, yo, what? Because, like, the super secret spaceship is, like, this super scary, futuristic spaceship that flies without engines or wings. Yeah.
Oh, so it's Mass Effect.
Yeah. So anyway, you fight off, surrender to, or otherwise interact with this super secret spaceship that shows up and warns you about what is to come, and that you must give over the McRelic or else. And so anyway, if you don't do that, then hey, that's one less quest you have to do to recover the McRelic. And then you go on some more quests, and then you find out that actually the reason why the Earth exploded is because of the Starfieldium that you use to travel everywhere. And it turns out that actually a future version of an alternative version of one of the scientists that invented Starfieldium gave that scientist the recipe for Starfieldium so he could go into the future alternative version of his universe and give the recipe to that scientist's version of himself.
What?
And so the Starfieldium it caused, before they were able to detect it, it caused unstable gravity rifts, which ripped apart Earth's atmosphere, causing it to be unlivable. And so actually it wasn't climate change that killed the world, it was reckless science.
Please cease and desist.
So anyway, after learning this earth-shattering discovery,
hang on.
You get confronted. Thank you. You get confronted by the hunter and the diplomat. The diplomat's the guy who tried to extort you earlier, if you're a McRelic. And they go, hey, we're aliens, and now you know the truth of Starfieldium. John Starfield, it's time for you to make a choice. Go to this planet and make your choice, and we'll be there waiting for you. And then begins, actually, the coolest fucking quest in the entire game. Now, admittedly, that bar was really low. But it's like, the bar was at 2, this quest was like a 9.
Surprising.
It felt like Todd Howard himself personally did every single step of this quest, and that's it. Because, like...
Probably because that's what happened.
Like, you land on this planet, it's really fucking cool, you know, you get to this facility you're supposed to meet them at, and it turns out they got there too, and they landed on the space pads, and it turned into a giant bloody battle, and there's ripped apart corpses and blood splattered everywhere of the hordes of mercenaries that tried to stop these two space aliens. And there's just, like, they literally made custom models of a bunch of generic shit just so they could have like corpses punched through them and like the models ripped in half, and like it was a bunch of custom shit just for this. It wasn't like they placed a bunch of ragdoll dead bodies around. Like they fucking went all out, and it was just like, what the fuck? You guys could have done this the whole time?
But they didn't.
So anyway, it's like this really cool moment, and the other cool thing was like the music cuts off. And so it's just you walking through this destroyed starport with corpses all around you, no music's playing, there's no enemies, and you think there's going to be enemies, but there's never any enemies until you get way into the starport, and then one of the aliens show up, and they're like, "Oh, rise, you pathetic wretches! Fight this McRib collecting bitch!" And then they teleport away, and you're like, "Okay, some of the magic just got lost there." And then you go fight into the facility, and then turns out that somehow the aliens got to the giant McRelic behind the facility without actually going through the facility, even though they killed everyone on the way to the facility.
No clip.
And then didn't need to do that for the rest. So anyway, you have this like giant fucking firefight going through this facility, fighting like dozens upon dozens of mercenaries to get down to this relic. And you finally get to the giant McRelic, and the hunter and the diplomat appear before you, and they're like, "All right, John Starfield, it's time for the truth." And then they click with their visors, and their visors devisor, and it turns out that a random named NPC is each of them. And it's actually future alternative versions of them.
A random NPC.
Yeah, so a named NPC, that's important. So it has to be a named character, but it can be any of them.
Is it your companions?
It can be your companions, it can be a quest giver. If it's a named NPC in the game, apparently they can show up as either... Well, the hunter is always one of your companions, and he always kills the in-universe version of themselves.
Okay.
And the diplomat is just a random named NPC.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
And they're like, "John Starfield, this is the truth. We aren't the people you think we are. We are alternative versions of the people you think we are. You see, the McRelic is secretly a portal to the center of the universe, and once you go to the center of the universe, you will be removed from the universe time stream, and all other people who have gone to the center of the universe will also travel to the new universe that gets created, because each time you go to the center of the universe, the person that makes it there gets turned into a starborn by being infused with all of the energy of the universe, which turns out only includes becoming immortal, and if you collect the powers, you get power-ups, but they literally made it canon that you can't get the power-ups unless you collect the powers. And you can only reliably find the power-up temples by collecting the McRelic, which shatters every time you go to the new universe. And actually, the meta plot is that all of these Starborn, which is what they're called, these people that have found the center of the universe, they all enter one giant tournament to become the person that gets to collect the relics the next universe over, and go to the center of the universe to get another power up. And since literally they don't die because they can't age, and wounds don't mean anything to them because they exist outside of causality, so if you kill them, they literally just regenerate from nothing.
This is bullshit, right? You're making shit up?
This is all canon. This is the main quest of Starfield. And the canon is that you, John Starfield, become the next newest Starborn. And that's why you can play the game 10 more times to get up to level 10 of all of your Starborn powers.
Because you go into 10 different universes.
Because you go into 10 different universes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm never playing this game.
Yep. And the worst part of the New Game Plus they decided on was the fact that you lose all your shit. You lose your saved ships. You lose all of your items. The only thing that carries over into the New Game Plus is the level of your Starborn power. Yeah. Yeah.
But then where are they getting the future ships and things?
That's what I would like to know. So apparently by beating the game, you unlock that ship permanently, and every time you start the new game up, it will appear in your ship hangar. You just get that ship for free. Yeah. I don't like it. Honestly, it's a pretty garbage ship. Like,
really?
It's like you would think it could be this like whole cool thing, which could have been cool if they had this whole thing of like, you know, you unlocking more Starborn tech each time you do a New Game Plus run, or some shit like that. Like, that could have been cool, right? No. Nope. No Starborn tech.
No.
Oh, that's the other thing that resets every time is your research trees. Reset.
Oh, hell.
Every time. Yeah.
Why?
Who knows?
To make you put more time and effort into doing more research.
Yep.
It's a time waster.
But yeah, so like you unlock the no, sorry, that was a mod. Yeah, you get the armor for free, and you get a ship for free, and that's it. There's like no tech tree. There's like no alien Starborn tech tree where you get these really cool like star guns and star shields that are like cooler than everything else in the game. And there's no like other starships. There's literally just one Starborn ship, and its shields suck. Its speed sucks. You can't modify it. Its weapons suck.
You can't.
What I'm hearing from this. What I'm just hearing from this is that they should have just released Skyrim again.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Is I literally said multiple times to many people, all I wanted was space Skyrim.
And we did not get that.
I just wanted a normal Bethesda game in space with guns. That's it. I didn't need them to be innovative. I didn't need them to be, you know, fucking boundary pushing. Just give me a good story, fun quests, guns, and a spaceship. That's all I wanted.
Let you be a space cowboy.
The guns. Yeah, they fucked up the guns so fucking hard. Oh my god. So for some
How can they fuck up the guns when they have been doing Fallout for years?
So they fucked up the guns by adding prefixes to the guns. Prefixes which you can't modify yourself despite having a master perk level in gunsmithing.
What?
These prefixes. So these prefixes dictate how much damage your gun does. Because each level of prefix adds a multiplier to your gun's damage. And it goes up to ×6. Small issue. Almost none of the enemies in the game are actually at the level required to drop a ×6 gun. Other fun fact, melee weapons don't get prefixes.
So, what?
So they drop off scaling the second you leave level 10.
Oof.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's open up QA smoke and get a ×6 gun.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what most people did.
I mean, you basically had to. Oh yeah,
That's
and
so
they also on top of this dumb system, so they added a RNG chance to the prefix system. So a level 40 enemy could have dropped anything from a ×1 gun version of their gun to a ×4 version of their gun. Right?
Instead of the gun they have.
Well, no, it's the gun they have. But they RNG generate with 1 through 6. So that level 60 raider can either be shooting you with a pea shooter that does no damage to you and you laugh at him and one-shot him, or he does all of your health and damage. And the difference between those guns is nothing. You can't see any difference. There's no visual difference between these guns. There's no indication what level of gun it is until you kill them and then you pick up the gun.
What the hell?
And on top of that, they decided to add a rarity grading system as well on top of that RNG system. Yeah, so
it could be piss poor, low white quality rarity, but it's ×6.
No, it could be. So there's the rarity system is it gets bonus affixes. So you have your prefix and then you have your suffixes, and the amount of suffixes you have on the gun is your rarity level, which can be up to ×4. So you could have a ×1 gun drop from a level 70 character who gets a ×4 suffix on it.
Oh.
Or you can have a ×6 gun drop from that character and it has a ×1 suffix on it.
And there's no changing this either, is there?
You have to save and reload before you kill a character. That's when their loot drops.
Oh my god.
They have a mod that fixes that, right?
Yeah, it's called Teleport to QA Smoke.
Yeah.
But no, more seriously, yeah, someone on the 3rd day of the game being out added in a mod that allowed you to modify the legendary suffixes. Oh, by the way, you still couldn't mod how many suffixes you had, but they added a mod in that allowed you to change which suffixes drop. So you could get a ×4, ×6 weapon with the suffixes of like plus 15% damage when in space, minus 30% damage when on the ground, plus 15% stagger damage, and does 1 bleed damage.
That's so dumb.
Yes. Incredibly dumb. Incredibly dumb. And to make it even worse, the ×2 suffix category of rarity had the worst fucking suffixes. It was like a whole suffix category of just useless shit. And so if you got a ×2 suffix gun, there was almost no point in keeping it versus a ×1 suffix gun with a better suffix.
So it sounds like a whole lot of weapons were just there to frustrate you for going, oh, wow, hey, look at this new gun. Oh, wait, it's garbage.
Also,
I need to sell it.
Every single gun had its own ammo type. Almost no guns shared ammo.
What?
Yes, almost every single gun had its own ammo type.
Not like, pistols use 9mm, rifles use 7.62. It's no, this rifle uses this one and this pistol uses this one, but this rifle only uses this one, which is separate from the first rifle.
Yeah, so basically it'd be like, these are 5 pistols. 4 of them don't share ammo types.
Well, okay. Okay, that's realistic, but I hate it for a video game.
Oh, it was terrible for a fucking video game. Because then you're running around with like 9 guns because you're like, well, if I run out of ammo for the really good gun, I have to switch to my secondary backup decently good gun. Then if I run out of ammo for that one, I have to switch to my alright gun.
No, that's just add ammo direct to your inventory.
Yeah.
Well, as good as bitching about this
Oh
is,
yeah, by the way, you can't craft ammo.
Of fucking course you can't.
Of all the things you can craft in the game, ammo was not one of them.
Yes, I can craft ammo. I just have to open the menu for it.
It's so fucking dumb because lead, copper, tin, zinc, nickel, phosphorus. What else we got here? What else makes part of gunpowder? Phosphorus. I mean, charcoal is easy. Just fucking burn some trees.
Black powder is charcoal.
Phosphorus and
not
saltpeter.
phosphorus. Saltpeter, charcoal, and something.
Yeah, but you get my, like, all of those are in the game as materials. Like, you can mine all of those materials, and it's like, nope, can't make bullets. Yeah, we know you're level 5 gunsmith, masterclass, general, fortissimo, who has mastered every single technology known to man. But bullets you see are too difficult.
Bullets are beyond you.
Bullets are beyond you.
Okay then, and with that, I'm gonna call it a night.
Yep. Alright, gentlemen. Come back on Tuesday. Because there's always more, and it always